Yeah, just in case. Okay, so this is the recap. Uh, ah, of course. So as I was saying, uh, I'm very excited with this new device. Did you see the unboxing, Steven? No, Steven is away. I made a quick unboxing video that I think Steven shared with you. Yeah, and we only have 10 for the moment because
Hey.
it's just a validation pack. For instance, I think after reflection that this text should be vertical because you open the box like a book. So probably when you open the box, you want to read this text vertically. So we will make all these small adjustments because this is the first time we actually see the end product after all this design and so on. We worked on the software and so on, but this is my first contact with the end product, and I think we nailed the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
it was quite
Great.
complicated, but it's soft. It's very soft to touch. So it's like I don't know how it's called in English, but Sweden, Sweden. So
Sweet.
it's a soft touch, and it's the corporate biocoherence blue. Wow.
By
Gorgeous.
complete chance.
Yeah. So now I want to do the sensor in blue too. Anyway, as for the interface, I will show you how it looks like. So this is the new interface. I was saying that I will go not from version 1 to version 2, but I will probably go from version 1 to version 26 because we deserve it and because we are still in 26. So
Nice.
maybe one version per year it's the way Apple and many people do, and I think it makes sense. So anyway,
Okay.
we redesigned this homepage, and we included, of course, the Harmonizer programs. So you still have the active account management, and you can just in one click change for a client as before. So if I use a client, it will now show. It will show like that, okay? And you can, if you want information on the client, you can just click on it, and it will open the client page, which makes more sense as before. And you have the last open exploration, all explorations. There is one very important thing here is that you can now import from the sensor. And I will explain that because it's very important. I should have an open sensor somewhere, but there is a built-in function in the sensor that you all have that I didn't activate yet. It is that it's able to record on its own, not connected to the app. So you can actually do a recording with the sensor without even firing up the app and recording for 2 minutes. And then you open the app and you click on import, and it will show the dates of the last recordings that you did with the sensor. And so, for instance, you can have a sensor in your waiting room and ask for people to just put their fingers on it for 2 minutes. And when people come in, you click on import, you get the data, and you don't have to do the recording with them on your screen. It's directly in your software.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
How do you know who's who though?
You just know the date. So you see that this record has been made today, 5 minutes ago. So you probably know that it's that. We don't have more information, of course. So yes, the current sensors can do that. And it will be activated
Yes,
in the next version with the import function. We still have some things to clean up and so on, but the general logic is there. So
What
it's
else
cool.
you got in there you haven't told us about? Some
Oh,
magical.
you will know in the coming times. So many surprises.
Into a
Mind
lightsaber.
blown.
Whoosh, whoosh.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Right. Yes. Um, some other fun things. Speaking of music, maybe. I don't know if this will
Oh,
work.
you have to play your song, Medric.
Yes, exactly. So
we have to play the song
when
from Jeff Cozy as well.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
I've already
Jeff's
explained that
song, yes.
I've already explained that we're playing Jeff's songs. So now what we have unified is that in play mode, you see what your client sees. So for instance, you see that it doesn't see the personal guide. And in understand mode, you see your own access, but you see, for instance, personal guide is grayed out, which means that your client doesn't have access to the personal guide. And you remember you can set that up yourself by clicking on share access to this exploration and checking or not share personal guide. So that you have a clear overview of what your client can see or not. So he cannot see the PDF report, he can now see the personal guide. And if you click on play, you see his interface. Okay. And on his interface, there is something new. So right now it's still a work in progress. So don't look at how it looks, because it will look much better than that. But you normally have that, but now you have that. And when you click on create a music with AI, it opens a menu with many different styles. And when you generate it, it can play some music. And this music will include, okay, ça marche.
That is brilliant.
Yes, exactly. And it doesn't seem to work through Zoom, so I'm sorry. But this music, yes, do you hear it? No?
No.
Maybe a little.
You have to change your Zoom audio to
Yeah, I
allow
know.
musicians, I think.
In the glow of the city light.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Bitter it. Feel the rhythm ignite.
So it uses my name.
Frontal thoughts, they dance and sway.
It uses my priors.
Empathy flowing light in the way.
And it uses my inner music.
Backward dreams in the night, they bloom. Find your center, let the music consume. Harmonic boost, let your spirit rise. Meditation whispers, open your eyes. In the heart of the jazz, feel the flow. Let your worries fade, let the love grow. Feel the beat, let it guide your soul.
Can you listen to the tone? The tone is your inner music.
Frederick, breathe deep, let the energy start.
So it's a bit cheesy, but
each note,
it's a tone, you know.
Fabulous.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So sway with the rhythm.
Did you,
Let the night unfold in this jazz and breeze.
Yeah.
In the heart of the night, where the stars align. Mederic Degoy, it's your time to shine.
It's your time to shine.
Feel the rhythm of life in a gentle sway. Empathy blooms in the light of day. With each breath you take, let the worries fade. Find your balance, let the music invade. Harmonic boost, let the energy flow in the sacred space. Let your true self grow. Spice than a calling in this moment we meet. With love in our hearts, life feels so sweet.
So are those AI songs?
The dreams that keep
Are they playing the?
Sorry. That's too much.
in the flow of the universe? Feel the path.
Yes.
Are they playing the chords?
Yes.
Like we see in the meditation then?
Yeah. So they are playing your inner music, which is this chord. So G sharp major sevenths. So
Yeah.
all of these musics are generated on the basis of this chord and my bass scale and so on. So we mix all of this. We first generate custom lyrics on the basis of your priorities, your name, your inner music, and so on, and the styles that you are asking. And then it takes like, I don't know, 1 minute to get 1 minute and a half of music, which is totally crazy. So I think it's a very nice candy to give to your clients and maybe to engage in someone in a fun way, you know. And a lot of this update focus was making healing fun, because I think we should heal with joy.
100%.
What
Can
about
Yeah.
did you talk about the adventures?
Yeah,
No,
I must. So, Paula, what do you think of the summit?
Oh my goodness, it was absolutely fabulous. It was mind-blowing. It was the most brilliant. It was and I feel really bad for I know Kat and or Laura and Jeff particularly. We missed your presence actually.
Yeah, we missed you. It's
We
true.
did. We
Mm.
did, yeah.
But you will be there next time. So
You'll be there next time
harmony
and
will
it's
flow, as it
all
says in the music.
yeah, all of it. All of it was taped. So but you won't believe it till you see it, put it that way. And you'll really enjoy it.
More webinars for you to look at. Thanks, Paul.
So just before going to the adventures, because I'm in an open exploration, I will show you what you can do with the harmonizer, of course. So you have a third balance option now, which is the harmonizer. And you see this small logo, which looks like that, but a bit compressed. So when you click on the harmonizer, you will get the possibility to connect two devices. So most of the time you will use only one device, but we have modalities where you can use two devices and put them at two different places on the body to make cross-current therapy, which is a very interesting and medically recognized therapy. So it's really interesting. So it will create a session based on your priorities. And we have something like, I don't know, 5,000 different programs. So it's humongous. And you will see that it's very easy to go to the 2 or 3 programs you are looking for across these 5,000 in 2 clicks. So this is a session made of different programs. We have 6 programs. It's 19 minutes. Usually I should have 7 programs, but I did a demo before and I removed the one. So we are aiming for 7 programs, 22 minutes, but that's just a general guide. When you play a complete session, it will switch automatically from one to another. And you can play them in 2 modes. Silent mode, which is only the electrical impulses coming through the electrodes to your skin. Or audio synergy, which I think makes biocoherence unique, where you play some frequencies electrically and some frequencies in audio, and both frequencies are computed to be synergetic. And it means that your body will receive messages on different mediums. So one is electromagnetic, one is acoustic, so pressure waves, but both messages will be synergetic at the same time. And I think it should have a very, very deep healing effect. So this mode is really interesting. When you enter a program, so either one program or one complete session, you can just click on it and you will see this interface, which tells you where to place the device preferably. So you have 2 points, and these 2 points are explained here. So near points or on the meridian, and it will tell you where to put them. But for a whole session, you maybe don't want to move the device each time. So if you start a full session, we will give the best combination. We will give one spot to place the device, which would be the best combination from all the programs you want to play. So that's an upcoming feature. Right now, we have this explanation for all programs, and we are about to compute where to place it when you do a full session. So you can launch one individual program for 3 minutes, recommended time, with the audio or in silence mode. And when you're launching with the audio, for instance, let's try this. I never powered it. So I power it on by just clicking here. There is some battery. Oh, and it's a blue mode. That's good. So will it connect? It probably won't connect because it's not the same. I have to take this one. So I take the old one. So I'm powering it. Yes, it's connected, as you can see. So it's connected, it becomes light. There is a little blinking. So this is my development device. And now you can start. And if you start in audio synergy, and as soon as you can connect it, the current will start flowing. Etc. So for all programs, you have a guide where to place it, and you have a kind of animation which can be different. So if I play this one in silent mode, for instance, you will have a different background. And if I play the whole program, so the interface is a little bit different when it's on a phone. But let's say I want to play it all. If I put it a little smaller, it might be better. Okay, so this is more like how it looks on a phone. And so it will tell you where to put these two programs, and you can skip them and so on. So again, this is still more or less in development, but I think it's looking good. Again, it should be fun and it should be engaging for users, and they will use this interface to apply the therapies that you design for them. So it should be easy to understand for them. So when you want, so this is the automatic program, but if you want to add some programs, you see we have 1,600 programs in energy, more than 3,000 in body, more than 700 in mind, and currently 200, but there will be more in organisms, which this one is only accessible to pros because this is to work on pathogens, and I don't want anybody to work on pathogens without being supervised by a pro. So these programs can only be added by you. So if you go to energy, for instance,
So are the patches standard patches?
yes, it's very standard. In fact, that these two pins are the standard size for everything medical, and you can put some disposable patch like that. So this is patches that you can buy in any pharmacy. It's cheap and it's one use only, and so you just unplug them at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have boxes.
Yes, yes, yeah. So you usually buy a box of that, and you use one per client, and it's already containing the gels and so on. And it's a standard product, so we will not sell them. You will just source them at your local pharmacy or your local supplier.
That's good to know.
Yeah, well, we source them for some French customers, but usually it's okay to buy them anyway. So we have many different mods, and of course the two special the first 6 mods are medically certified. The other mods are more for wellness usage, and the 2 last mods are what makes it really interesting with biocoherence. So this one is driven in real time with harmonic boost frequencies. And this one is to use 2 devices to make FSM, which is a frequency-specific microclones, which is a very interesting healing modality that is known since the 1920s, so more than 100 years now, where someone named Van Gelder found a lot of electrical frequencies that you can apply on the body to act on specific organs or problems, something like that, and it's very efficient. So for that, you will just have to have 2 devices and put these 2 devices at specific points on the body and get this special therapeutic modality. So if you click on dual device, for instance, of course, it's not activated because I only have one, so I should have 2. If you click on hyper, sorry?
At some point, could you actually make a unit that did it as stereo so you could have that as one thing versus having to give the person 2 different?
One device that delivers the 2, you mean?
Well, so yeah, instead of like the size of that one little circle, would it be possible to, as long as you're going into the future?
Yes, but you know, it's very small, and it's already certified. So if we just want to make a bigger device, we would have to pass all certifications again, and certifications are hundreds of thousands of euros. So I think using 2 devices is a clever way to unlock these possibilities right now, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I understand.
Yeah. So I mistakenly closed the app. I will reload it. So yes, I wanted to show you how to how to browse different programs. So I restarted it. So we are not in an open program. We can directly go to the Harmonizer programs from the homepage. So let's go to energy, for instance. And it will show you it. If I am in an open program, it will directly show me the 30 most interesting programs for my clients according to the open exploration. I'm not in a program, so I'm like designing a basic program, for instance, right now, or just launching the thing without any exploration. So it will show me the most common programs. But as you can see, we have this 2 keywords exploration capability, which makes things very simple. Currently, we have more than 1,600 programs here. So it's not very practical. You click on filter and you say, I want to work on fatigue. And you see it immediately restricts the list of biomarkers that you can work on. And I want to work on fatigue for chakras. And it shows me 7 programs. So I've already filtered to 7 programs across these 1,600 programs in 2 clicks. So it's really, really very neat. So I want to work, so you can do the opposite. I want to work on, I don't know, atoms. So you have 225 programs, but I want to work on sleep, which will reduce to 7. And now I can work on copper for the nervous system regulation, hydrogen for kidney gain support, magnesium for stress reduction, manganese for support nervous system health, stress relief with rubidium, and so on. So when I play, for instance, stress relief with, or nervous system regulation with copper, if I play the audio synergy, it will use these specific acupuncture points to carry the message at the appropriate place in your body, but it will also play the harmonic boost frequencies of copper. So you will have this synergy again. So you see, it's very, very fast to find. We have 5,000 programs, and you can find the one you want in 2 clicks. So I think it's great. So you click here to expand, or you click on filter on the bottom, which is the same as this button. And you just, okay, let's look for digestion elements. But if I want to work on digestion, I will probably better go to body. So I can expand and I can find either the system I want to work on or the theme of what I want to do. So I can work on stress or circulation or teeth, for instance. But for teeth, you can work on glands or joints. So if I want to tease glands, what is it? Okay, stimulate salivary glands, relieve oral discomfort. So it's mostly on glands salivary, of course, because it's related to teeth. Yeah. So we will add a keyword search. Hey,
hands-on.
Are you in charge?
We are on the spot. We just want to say hi, everybody. Look.
They're open the hot springs.
Wow.
Speak on sound so that you are on screen. Just say a few words. Yeah.
We just want to say hi.
Yes. Great.
We're thinking about you. Not okay.
Having a good time today?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Cool.
We are in this rain Labine.
Oh, you're in fantastic. Nice.
You don't see? Yeah, it's yeah. Sorry.
No, it's blurred. Your background is blurred.
I have a background filter. Oh
yeah,
shit.
Exactly. So repeat after me. Repeat after me, Anton. Rennes-les-Bains.
I have some background stuff. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Try.
You can go.
Enjoy, gents. See you in the morning.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So you want to add include this program into your program? You just click on the plus, and you see it appears here. And you want to do this one too? You click on the plus, and it's added to your current program. And then you are not sure. So maybe you choose this 4 and you say, okay, I want to do only 1 from this 4. I'm not sure. So you go down the list and you see this button, biofeedback test. And when you click on biofeedback test, it will play the program on the device for a few seconds, and it will measure how you react to it with the sensor. So you put the device on you, you hold the sensor, it will start the biofeedback test, and it will tell you which one of these 4 programs are the most useful for you. Isn't that nice?
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Fabulous.
So we are going to do the best FSM device in the world. So 5,000 new programs. That's crazy. Yes, Paula, you wanted me to speak about the adventures. So now when you go,
Adventures,
when you go to basic programs, we are introducing in the next version 2 big news. One is a new category. So right now you had personal, energy, and body, and we have added energy, body, and mind, and we have added adventure. And in this regard, this is my development device, so don't take it as a word, but we are adding a list of series, and this list of series will be a group of basic programs that are in the same team, and it's related to adventures. So when you go to adventures, what you will find is a collection of meditations that are more on the play side, to be playful and to enjoy things. And I will show you. So we made a whole workshop that we recorded for you about creating basic programs. I think you will want to watch this one. But I also shown in the beginning how to create new test list items. And this is the basis of what we do for these adventures. And for instance, I'm in the process of creating a new adventure, which is called Journey in the Solar System. The idea of this series, so we have 33 treasures, we have the Miracle Oracle, I will explain a little bit that, and we have many, many more ideas. All of this will be probably linked to maybe physical cards that people can play with, or products like that, or books, or things like that. So it's really meant to be something joyful and playful. So if you click on Journey on the solar system, the idea is that we are working on 33 destinations in the solar system where you can heal in a different way. Okay. So for instance, you will be taken from Earth, where you currently meditate, and you will be in your imagination lifting out of your body and going through the clouds and rushing through space and going to the sun, for instance. And what will you do on the sun? You will, the solar fire expands your vitality and awakens your inner flame. So this is the theme of this meditation. And you see there are some related organ, meridian, chakras, and drives, and so on. So then we asked the system to write the meditation with correct prompts that I explained in the training and so on. And then we asked the system to auto-detect all related biomarkers. So when you go and do this sun meditation, which is just a fun thing to do, you know, and something like watching a series, but it's just happening in your mind, you know, and in your meditation. But in the meantime, when you have this fun part, you will get a lot of frequencies, and you will get you will get a lot of engagement with different organs or emotions or chakras or meridians, and all of this will be part of a new basic program. And we have this new function to create a new basic program from a list item, which will take this meditation and all the related actions and put it into a new basic program. And that's how we will build these adventures. So we are starting with a list of different meditations that we are writing in the list editor. And then we are clicking to convert them into a basic program. And when we convert that into a basic program, we get that. We get some text, and we get the harmonic boosts, and we get a list of meridians and chakras and organs that are related to the current meditation and drives. So just to finish on the different things that we want to do. So we go to test list. So journeys in the solar system, I just explained. 33 treasures is based on the book, the first book from Christine, where she found some energetic resources that you can use to expand some parts of your awareness or heal some part of you. These meditations will help you work on these different things. So it's more a spiritual part. But my goal is to provide different healing modalities into biocoherence. So if someone is very open to making microcurrent therapy, we have an answer. If someone is open to making audio frequencies, fine. If someone loves meditating, we have meditations. If they don't like, they can do just the harmonic boost. It works, okay? But if they're open to meditation and some adventures, maybe you can tell them that they can maybe do a journey in the solar system, and why not? And maybe someone that will say to you, I don't really like to meditate, but your things, your idea seems intriguing, so why not test it? And in the meantime, there will be a beneficial side effect, which is maybe they will heal, not bad.
In fact, actually, if we could just go back for a second, yesterday with Christine actually built a basic program with the group, which is actually a fantastic workshop where we actually decided.
I let you walk. I let you speak for 2 minutes, and I'm going back. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, Christine actually showed us how she actually selects all of the frequencies for the basic programs, which was very cool, and actually had it as a group kind of meeting of the minds to say, well, what frequencies would you put in here, and what would we like to focus on for specific things. So it's a really good recording. I'm sure you'll agree, Paula, that it was a very, very interesting workshop just to see actually how she does it,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fantastic, and we're really looking forward to actually share the recordings. So because it was a really fantastic 2 days, actually 3 days up in the magical mountains, and how's your back now? Do you feel okay?
Me?
Yeah.
I am back to how I was over the days of the conference. But I'm so easily, because I didn't do anything to actually precipitate it. So
Yeah. Well, look, I actually sent you a couple of, I sent you a couple of messages. So give me a call after, and we will arrange to get you off the mountain.
Yeah,
He's actually stuck up there with a really,
absolutely
really bad
fabulous.
back pain.
Oh, you made some calls for. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So,
Yeah.
we'll talk straight after the call, okay?
Perfect.
Cool. Jeff, thank you very much for sending over your stickers. Everybody has them on all of their devices now. In fact, actually, you probably can see I've even got one on my laptop screen here. You can see it. I've got one on my keyboard and on the back. So thank you, brother.
That all came from our talks about charging geometry onto credit cards and different things like that. And he's supposed to use some kind of metallics in the paint or whatever when they made them for us. So, but they seem to have worked. And kind of I had an artist friend help me with, I was telling him what I wanted it to do and all that, and gave him a bunch of different things, and he kind of put it together and we tested them, and it really seemed to work. It had a really good energy to it. And I thought I had a pile of them for that conference, and we didn't have that many people, and they go, well, here it is, spread the love, get it out there, So yeah, that's fantastic. I'm glad everybody.
And also, thank you very much for your CDs as well. Unfortunately, I don't even know where I could even source a CD player today, but it is definitely on my list.
I have one if you want.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just even to extract them from the discs would be fantastic. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Yeah, so the water that I sent you comes from over 180 sacred sites from around the world.
Wow.
And that's why I was asking TJ to bring, anytime we can find sources of water from sacred places, I try to add it to what we did. And then
CJ's collected some for you, Jeff.
Yeah, he does. He has loads.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So then, we had the Joy Toners met for a year, and every Tuesday night we'd have lists, and everybody contributed different words they'd want to tone into the water to help heal the water. And we were healing plants and people, and just with our intention. And so by doing that and then sharing the water, and then we soaked citrine rocks and black tourmaline to hold out any negativity. And so then we bathed a 5-gallon jug with pounds and pounds of these rocks, and we distributed them into all the polluted waters, even when the hurricanes were down in the Gulf. And it was clearing out the water. And we did a water blessing on the Mississippi River, which was always muddy, and the whole area opened up, and you can see the bottom now. It's, they said, oh,
Still, you actually can still see the pot. You
Yeah.
can see it.
yeah,
Wow.
it held. And so it did something in the water, and the DNR came and looked at it. And yeah, exactly.
Actually, this is the first book that Medrick gave me a loan of, which I actually need to give back to you now because it's been well over a year. So, but yeah, incredible book about water.
Well, it holds our memory. We're water.
Yeah.
So, and that was the whole idea of what we were doing, is trying to shift ourselves with the water. So the Blessings for Water CD was us toning to that water, just some of those words. And that's why I said, if you take the water that I gave you, drop that little bottle into a pitcher, play this CD to it. And we've had plants, just listening to that CD, plants that would stay healthy for a few weeks versus cut floral, and we tested kids in the schools where they put on one side of the room just their cut flowers to let them sit there. And then we put the other ones and let them play that CD to it. And they stayed fresh just off that. It was crazy.
That's
So
cool.
Jeff,
it's weird.
Can't you replicate, once you have the water imprinted that way, can't you create create more of just from what I had understood before, is by putting that water very close to other pure water, you imprint what you imprint into the other water. So with a very small amount, you can create a large. Is that your understanding?
Yeah, it's like homeopathics, so like that little bit added to what we have. So that imagery then is being held, and it's held in you too. If you are drinking that, you're allowing all that. And it's your belief system, of course, too. If you don't believe it, it's not going to work as well. But it's like prayer and blessings to your water, blessing your food, blessing your families, blessing other people. And the biophoton field, the energy field out there, life force energy, we can communicate to each other energetically and do healing on each other from distances in the same way to the water. We can hold that water and send that vibe to you. And so maybe after this class, I'll send some of that to your back if you're having problems.
Oh, that would be fabulous, Jeff. I would really appreciate that massively. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry to get off course. Let's go back to it.
It's all connected.
It is. So I'm looking forward to the harmonizers to see what, I'm sure Laura is too, with pets, to see what the animals and what we can do with some of that.
I never thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah, for animals, we should maybe find some clamps that would go into these pins. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, because the fur and stuff like that.
I'm sure there are options to find some clamps that fits with these pins. I've already seen that. So
I have some that maybe take a picture of. But I was thinking what you could do with the tiny little clamps is you could put them on the ears, just like doing auricular type stuff.
Yeah.
So
like auricular, like auricular tens. things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fab.
And what I would like to would be something that you could put on the pin, and that would be like a needle to put the energy in a very precise point. That would also be interesting, I think.
For acupuncture and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like those little clamps that they have for acupuncture.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
But we really have a realm of possibilities because it's standard pins, and a lot of electrical devices for medical use are relying on these pins. So it's very good.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a vet yet?
What, sorry?
Do you have a vet that you're working with yet?
Not directly, but
I think I had
yeah, we kind of are with somebody, but
yes,
we
true.
couldn't really advance things that much because we hadn't had this device yet.
Yeah, true. Well, we are working with vets with our therapist group in France, so we could do some tests. Yeah.
cool.
There is a vet there's a vet on YouTube that got it's a bit of a badge of honor, this I feel, but he was struck off the veterinary register for giving plant medicines to his patients with good effect, obviously, but the General Veterinary Council didn't appreciate this and struck him off. But he still continues to. But it's the type of person that would be megally into what we're talking about, I think. He's Canadian, as far as I believe.
So something else to consider, Medric, would be to just download all the different animal meridian charts.
Yes.
And I have all that
yeah.
stuff. So when I've done,
I have them too. It's not the biggest issue. We have to redraw every map for every animal, so it's a bit of work. But we also have to make sure that all the frequencies that we analyze in the sensor are correct for different animals, and we have to find a way to plug the sensor into the clamps. And for that, we would probably have to use the Pro sensor, which has an external input where we can put pads with this standard pins too. So it should probably not be possible with the sensor Lite, but it probably will be possible with the sensor Pro. And Laura, because you were speaking about animals, I just wanted to show you some of the news that we have here, because it was partly because of you, I think. So when you open a biomarker and you go to frequencies and you expand the structural resonances, you have this selector that you know, but we have added much more to it, and we have added a sub menu. So when you click on molecules, for instance, you will see the sub menu, which is very practical. So you can get all vitamins, enzymes, cell metabolism, DNA, proteins, antioxidants, prebiotic, good flora, and so on. But what you asked was probably animal pathogens DNA.
Yes.
And between human pathogens DNA and animal pathogens DNA, I think we have added something like 1,500 new stimuli. Yes, it's crazy. And you have these subcategories, so you can find protozoa, bacteria, intracellular viruses, DNA double-strand viruses, intracellular again, ticks, RNA viruses. So you have a trove of things, and of course you can still search by keyword. Okay, and same for human. For human, you have virus, bacills, enterobacteria, parasites, tapeworms. And all of this is based on their unique DNA footprint. It means that we will work on their DNA to regulate them and to work off it. And again, you have an impact calculation that can help you pinpoint the ones that are useful for you in the context of the current open exploration. We have new things, drugs. I think what you wanted was remedies. So if you go to remedies and essential oils, you will find around 30 new essential oils. But we will add some more remedies like bach flowers, Schussler salts, and any other ideas that you can have. Okay, so that will go into remedies.
Yes, flowers. We use that a lot on the dogs here.
Yeah, and do you have good results? With the frequencies, you mean? Yeah.
I'm telling you, Phoebe, I don't think would be alive if I didn't play those frequencies at night. I don't. She was so sick when I got her, and she's incredible now. She's like toning up, losing weight. She's just, she's jumping around. It's crazy, but the frequencies I played all night long, over and over and over and over.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to work on dosage because maybe you need to play it very long to make it work. And that's something that we don't really know yet because we don't have experience in so many different fields to say that, yes, you need to play this frequency at least that time and so on. So it's very valuable feedback. If you say, okay, it seems to work, but I played it for 1 week long or something like that, it's very interesting to know.
So would you have real-time feedback on the clips for the animals?
Yes, we could.
Yeah, so I would think, if you're testing for a specific thing the matter with the animal, we weren't seeing it right just off what we were doing. We get a biofeedback test and run the scan, and it would actually give us some feedback to show what the right thing to run for the animal.
Yeah. Right now, again, right now we don't have this animal interface, but when it will be available, we will have the same modalities that we can do with humans. So yes.
Yeah, that's gonna change the world.
Yeah, I think so. And so just to continue the different new stimuli that we integrated. So cell metabolism might be interesting for you. So you can look into this one if you need. Spiritual is more so things that you can do with people meditating and meditation again. So you can it only shows the ones that are relevant to the current exploration at first. But if you want to show the full lists, you click on show more stimulus programs, or you open one of these lists. It's the same. So if I click on cell metabolism, it doesn't show me any program because there is no that is above the 67% threshold, something like that. Again, in remedies, I don't have, but if I click on essential oil, I will have the whole list. So animal pathogens, human pathogens, drugs. Okay, drugs is a special team. So we have all these weird biocolon specific formulas to compute the frequencies that you will find nowhere else. And we use these formulas on a large number of common drugs. But we say, of course, and Paula, I think you will agree with us, this is not a substitute for the medication, but rather a support to help the body processes in the most beneficial way, okay? So we are working on the at the atomic level on the molecular structure of these drugs to compute the resonance frequencies and include these resonance frequencies into these programs. So all of these programs should help your users use these drugs in the most beneficial way, okay?
I'm going to tell you, my clients who are all Western medicine, basically.
Yes, but maybe
when they saw that, they changed their mind about biocoherence.
Yes. Okay.
When they saw they did this, they were like, oh, okay. So you're not like against it. No, we're just like, you don't understand what frequencies do then.
Yeah.
We need to educate them on what frequencies are.
Exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think this is a very nice addition to traditional approach where you have to take these medications, but sometimes you have side effects, or it's not well metabolized, or you have processing problems, or I don't know what. So now that we have these programs, I think it can really help your clients use these drugs in the most beneficial way. And it will help the body recognize the drug for what it is and process it and use it in the most beneficial way. So I think it's a very, very good step forward for helping your clients.
And only taking what it needs.
Yes, maybe
it will only absorb.
The best thing would be to work, of course, in harmony with the medical doctors that prescribe the drugs, and to inform these doctors that you are doing a process on the side of what he does, and that it would be interesting to do it under his control. And if he can check the effects of the drugs, and maybe if he feels like it's interesting, adjust the dosage according to how the client responds to this when he starts doing the frequencies, it would be the best. So it's not your place, unless you are a medical doctor, to adjust or to tell your clients to adjust it by themselves. But the best is to work in harmony with the medical doctors that prescribe these drugs to see if there are some adjustments to do once you start these frequency programs.
So, Medrick, here in Madison, Wisconsin, we have like a wellness thing with the University of Wisconsin, and was created like through the Dalai Lama.
Wow.
And that it just popped in my head to like go and see that dude.
Yeah, sure.
And bring biocoherence to him and see
Yeah,
what he
sure.
says. I'm gonna set that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, you are.
Great
Nice
idea.
one.
I'm sure you will.
Holy crap! That just okay.
That was an inspiration and it wasn't accidental. That was perfect timing.
Okay, so all of these drugs list, there are maybe, I don't know, 500 different drugs. And so you can see there are a lot of common drugs that people take. So use it when people are taking these drugs to help the body process it in the best way.
Again, using the sensor to get biofeedback, are those drugs working?
Maybe, but I cannot tell you to do that because I don't have the necessary feedback from users. But maybe in a few months, or when we have sufficient medical doctor supervised tests about these frequencies, maybe at one point we can say you can use it to test. Okay. And maybe you can try it on your own to see if these frequencies are responding, or if the impact calculated here is somehow informative on is it useful for my client or not. But again, as soon as you touch drug, the medical doctor is the one responsible for it. So I would not say at this stage that you can say, let's test these 4 drugs with biocoherence, or these 10 drugs. And this is the one you need, because this is a medical practice doctor that should say it. But maybe at some point, if we can prove that it's a correct answer and so on, maybe at some point medical doctors could use that to help them pinpoint the most relevant drug for one particular user. Because when you go to anti-inflammatories and you have 10 different molecules, you have to be very experienced to read all the literature to know which one will be the best for your particular client that is in your office. So if we can provide, of course, with a way to test these different things, it's really, really useful.
For now, it's just the wording that's important.
Yeah.
Just the way it's written, and you have it perfectly. It's perfectly written there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's because we are very early in this in this stage, and I can only imagine that maybe in a few years we will have much more background on
Absolutely.
on millions of therapies, and we will have all of these questionnaires filled that will help us prove the effects of biocoherence.
Yeah.
And my only wish is to work in synergy with all different professionals that can be somehow beneficial for biocoherence, and that biocoherence can help. And it, of course, includes all the traditional medical approaches that could be greatly, I think, enhanced and facilitated by the tools that we provide. The best thing I could have is tomorrow a call from an hospital to say, oh, your thing is intriguing because we have some patients that seem to go much better since they use your thing. So can we maybe do some tests with it, or maybe see how we could integrate a first step with it or something like that? That would be the best. Yeah.
I know.
But small steps.
It's all the future.
You know?
The future, exactly.
Yeah, we have to start somewhere, and I'm very happy that we can start now and be already such a help for many people. So that's a blessing.
Yep.
In 1 year. 1 year. Can you
Well, with us,
can you believe that?
And he's been
Actually,
for 10.
Okay,
No,
a last
I know Medric's been working on it for a long time, but the release has been 1 year.
Yeah, it's only 1 year. Can you believe it?
And we
No,
actually went
no,
through
it's
all of the
unreal.
different releases over the past year for nearly 40 days.
Yeah, yeah,
On this
Gotta go
day, we
back
did
yeah.
through
Med
the
9
had to
pain,
read
releases,
no,
that.
Stephen.
It took about
and then we did another 9 releases, then we did another 9 releases. Crazy.
And it took so much time that we had to shift the next conference to the next day.
yeah. Christine had to move her talk.
Okay, another candy for the road, and then maybe we'll stop. I will just show you the future of what might be into the personal guide meditations. Because right now, you know, when you launch the personal guide, you have the text, which is very nice, but maybe not very engaging. So now in biomarkers, we have a new section, which is the visualizer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures,
And the
yeah,
visualizer
wow.
is just using mathematical equations to try and visualize your personal biomarker state. So right now we have implemented one formula, which makes some very interesting weird things. And as you can see, I am, for instance, on the meridian liver. And if I change to the triple hitter or to the stomach, it will change this visualization. And this visualization is the result of many different specifics for your measurement. So it will be, the stomach visualization will be different for each person because it computes the main resonance frequencies that we measure into your body. And then we will add this cymatic effect on top of it to show how it, to express how it can move into your living body, you know. So it's more poetic than informative, unless you can get some information from it. Maybe if you feel an understanding from it, it's fine. But the main idea is to make a kind of illustration of what that we can then use during the meditation, because right now it's not rotating, but I've done some tests when it rotates and it becomes really, really hypnotic, you know. So using that during the meditation in lieu of the text could be, I think, really fun. So in one of the next releases, or maybe the next one, I don't know, when you launch the personal guide, you will have tabs. On one tab will be text, and one tab will be visualization, and you will get this kind of really fun visualization. And if you want to understand how it works, this is only 4 circles that are moving at different speeds and that have different radiuses, and it makes this kind of drawings.
So it's sacred geometry.
Somehow, yes. And I want to do more. I mean, this is visualizer 1, but I want to have visualizer 2 and 3 and 10 and 100. That would just be different mathematical formulae that can help us visualize in a funny way each biomarker, you know? So
Yeah.
it's another candy for users.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like every day, it's just like, or every moment, you just keep doing this to my brain edge.
Yes. Look at this
I
one.
gotta go take a nap.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
But we have much more. I've shown some videos.
Don't do it. Don't do it now.
No.
Oh yeah, don't do it now. Yeah.
No, I won't do it now. But
Yeah.
I've shown some very, very exciting videos that you will get because it's been recorded.
The greatest pep talk on earth. Or the greatest pep talk in the yeah.
And in one of these videos, I've shown what could be the next steps for the live recording with the sensor, because, you know, I've told you a few months ago that I wanted to open an art section in biocoherence. And this art section is live generated 3D graphics. And these 3D graphics would be changed in real time according to the vitals that we get from the sensor. So you will get some visuals on screen, and these visuals would change according to your internal mood, or according to your stress level, or according to some biomarker properties. And it's really nice. So this is also cooking, and I think it will also blow users' minds, because during the recording, instead of having the, the preview of the different screens with the scan, and you go to the next screen and you have the scan and so on, which is already super nice, okay? You would have another mode, which would be just an art project, and you would see some very interesting moving things. And the thing with biofeedback is that you quickly learn unconsciously how to control what happens on screen. So it's an art section, but it's also it's also a biofeedback training session. So we can learn people how to lift stones, for instance, and they have to find by their own how to lift the stones on screen, because they have to lower their anxiety level, and they have to lower their stress level, and they have to make their willpower higher, for instance, and they have to find a way to make the stones lift. And we will give them minimum guidance on how to do it, and they have to find by themselves somehow. But as soon as they start getting their stress level down, the stones will start moving. And unconsciously, you say, oh, something is happening in me, and it makes something on the screen. So I don't know what it is, but I will just continue. And you just lower your stress level naturally like that without even saying a word. So this kind of things will be a new.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it has a lot of power, and this will be a new biofeedback training module that will be based on this art module. So you see, some things are cooking for next year.
Next year?
Yes.
Yes.
In June, you mean?
No, maybe next month. I don't know.
Right, I know.
In June.
Oh my God.
So I've spoken too much in the last.
Oh, you have not. You haven't spoken at all. Keep telling us more.
Also, I will go back to my science paper, and I hope to publish it on archive.org before Sunday, so that I could do my talk and give them the.
You're going to publish what? Before the weekend?
Yes.
Hey, nice.
Okay, just a preview.
Just have to let your reality. Nice.
So I'm working on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just read somewhere where in France, people are like mathematical geniuses.
Maybe at some time, yes.
What's that about? Is there like a vortex there that's like making you all like open up to your mathematical geniuses?
I'm very happy that you think that about French people. Okay, so you know what? Let's finish with a joke.
Oh my God.
Yeah. and then we just shut it off. So it's God created the universe, and then he created Earth, and then he created the different countries. And at one point he was, he is really an artist. So he makes some countries and he fails and he tries again and so on. And at some point he makes a country and it's so perfect. It has the perfect mountains and the pristine beaches, and the weather is fine and the temperature is excellent. And the forests are gorgeous. And so he says, okay, this is my masterpiece, and I will call it France. Okay, so all the angels come and say, okay, God, that's great, but what about all the other countries? Everybody will want to go to France because it's so perfect and fine. And he said, don't worry, I have a solution, because I've invented French people.
That's great.
So on this one, I wish you a very good week.
Good. Thanks, guys.
So, hey, Medric, do we get access to those 12
dimensions of reality?
Yeah, do we get to read
Yes,
that?
we do, through biocoherence, and this is the end of the paper.
Okay.
Wow.
I will explain, because this paper makes the link with everything that I've integrated into biocoherence. So it's I didn't want to just present the software in the next Dan Winter conference, where I will be a speaker on Sunday. I just wanted to elevate a little bit the things, and so it's a good thing to come back to science and to work on a theory of everything that integrates material reality and what happens in consciousness and how we can interact with all of this. So this is basically it. Interesting.
Yeah, I look forward
I
to
hope so.
Yeah. When you read it, will you explain it to me?
Yeah, but no, I will do a slideshow with only 20 slides and easy things. So this is more the technical papers that must have a certain formality, you know, when you publish to peer-reviewed journals. So I want to go as far as that. And so for that, we have to have some kind of formality. But the talk will be much nicer and fun and easy.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
I would pretend to read it and understand it though.
Yeah, it's well, I've made the paper to be understandable by anyone, but nonetheless, it has a certain formality. And so
yeah, absolutely. Cool.
okay, have a good week.
Are you two, Medric, are you two, yourself and Christine, are you back?
What? Sorry?
Are you back here tomorrow before I leave?